everyone doing? I'm changing my messages to all messages. How's everyone doing? So today I have a pass it forward. If you had watched, it's already done. The auto generator did it because the way I was doing it last time, it was too hard. I couldn't keep track of everything because as I was trying to do it, people were going in. So I already did it. I did the auto generator. I put it as my thumbnail. And the winner of that, so how I pick it is I go from newest and I go all the way down and I count from the very bottom. So the very first comment and then I go up. And that gave us, good morning, Melanie. That gave us Susan Munger, 3327. And her comment was, awesome backpack and quilt kit. Looks real cool. Merry Christmas. So this is for the FIFA backpack that I had already gotten. It is a 30, I believe it's a $30 value. I'm not quite sure on that. Hi, Melanie, Michelle, Joyce, Lori, Catherine. You know, Annette. I haven't seen Annette in a while, but I haven't been on. I hope she's doing okay. Actually, haven't called Lynn to find out if Mr. Fix-It is okay. I've been behind on things. Sorry about yesterday. Hi, Michelle again. Linda. Yes, so this is it. And it is Susan Munger, 3327. So if you see her in chat somewhere, please let her know that she won. Hi, Sherry. And to email me at pastryqueen13@gmail.com. Also, I am still waiting on the winner for this. So this was a giveaway for November 5th. It's still sitting here. I realized that that person never contacted me, and I did put it out there, but I'm going to put it out there one more time. If I do not hear from this person, this was for my second year anniversary. If I do not hear from that person by January 13th, I am going to put this up on a live giveaway. So that means hopefully I'll be live and then I'll give this on a live giveaway. So you just have to be there on January 13th. And why does that have a significance? Because it's my birthday. So we will have some other things that I will be gifting along on my birthday. Besides this, we will have some other giveaways. Is your breathing better? Yes, it is. I had just this weird old thing and it just wouldn't give. So I left the room. I went downstairs, did some things, and it subsided. Hi, Deb. It subsided. So I am much better. Thank you. It did kind of just go away on its own, and I went to work, and everything was fine. Hi, Chris. Happy Saturday. But that was crazy. So again, Susan Munger, you won this. And this is from Crafty and Crazy. I haven't seen her on here. But, you know, the crazy thing is that they changed everybody's tag. So maybe it's something else. So Crafty and Crazy. The name, when I looked at it, it said Elaine Kentner. So Elaine Kentner, if you are watching this, 2 months ago, I put this up that you were the winner. I even put a post. Contact me. But on January 13th, if I do not hear from you, this is going to go up on my birthday Pass It Forward live. And with that said, I think I've done all kinds of fabric dust. Yes, I'm. And you know what? That's a good thing because I shut off my purifier. I have an air purifier in here and I just put a new hair filter. So let me turn that on because I haven't spent much time in here. Hold on. Let me turn that on. All right. Sorry. Thank you, because if not, I wouldn't have forgotten, and maybe I would have had another sneeze attack. Is your air purifier cleaned? Yes, and I just before I left, and I shut it off because I wasn't home for all those weeks, and I went ahead and put a new filter in, so we are, yes, I have it on. I'm so glad you said that. I'm going to close my door, though, because I'm in my room and my son's home. All right, so we've got some things to talk about. So we have that. So again, you have to January 13th, Crafty and Crazy Elaine Kentner to contact me. And Susan, please contact me. You're always on here, so I'm pretty sure someone will get to you. Please contact me as well. All right, now we're putting those two things aside. And we're going to talk about the quilt. The quilt is done. Am I in love with it? I like the panel and what I did with it. There's an area I'm not in love with. And the only thing I can think of is it's done now. That doesn't necessarily mean that it won't be changed. So maybe I will find some fabric and I will unpick. I'm willing to unpick if I find the right fabric for two corners. So let me show you what I have. So here we are, we're moving, and here's the quilt, okay? Thank you, it's an old-time mug. I've got the decaf jasmine, which I'm running low on. I better put that on my wish list. It's so good. All right, so here it is. Here is my panel. This is where this part here. So I had this, and this, and I only had crumbs to use. Yeah, I gotta show you here. Let me see if I can get you closer to it to see it. There we go. Loud and proud. Yeah, so right here is where I had a square to fill in. And I had a little piece of this. And had one little blue strip in this. Going back, I think I could take this strip, move this strip up here and that strip there, and it'll look better. That's one thing I thought of. That's really the only thing that's bothering me right now. But for right now, it's staying put. So this is the quilt. Two corners are different. So that's one corner and that's one corner, and then the opposite. So this corner, oops, let me see. I'm moving this again. So this corner here and then the corner down there are the same. And then this corner here and this corner here are the same. I'm sure I will find something, and it's okay for now. And who knows, if someone needs it now, they get it right now the way it is. So there we go. I'm not going to be too crazy about it because this will be a pass it forward. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a pass it forward from the shelter. I got a huge, besides the thank you card that they had sent to you all for donating quilts, I got a huge Hallmark card from them as well for other stuff. So it was beautiful. I should bring that up tomorrow and read it to you. So that's one thing. Next thing. Remember, I showed you Simply Starch. And this is powdered. I have not gone to weigh this to see how much it is to send. But in any case, this is it. And I decided to do called Directly in Your Washer. So I've never been, you know how Kimberly Jolly, she starches everything, sprays it, and then lets it dry. And then there's other people out there that when you had Stay Flow, they would put it in their like dish pan and dip it and then let it dry too. I'm just trying. Not too bad. Okay, hi, the Sargento. I really like the quilt, but it's a bit bright for me. I'm sure it would be great in the right venue. Yes, that would be for like a teenager, for the teenage shelter. she's still collecting quilts as the year goes on. So I've already tagged that for that reason. Hi, Sabrina Sews. Good morning. I spray, but I iron it. So that's what I used to do, Michelle, too. And I'm not a starcher except for Best Press, you know? But I thought I'd try this because I've had a lot of people ask me, is there an alternative out there? And I really didn't know. So when I saw this, I said, oh, well, that's something people ask me. Let me go contact the company, see what I can get, and try this all out. So I, again, tried this. It says directly in your washer. Use Simply Starch directly in your washing machine for perfect crisp laundry. For standard use in front load and high efficiency, washing machines add a half a cup during the rinse and spin cycle. So you use this for rinse and spin cycle, okay? Now I have a rinse and spin cycle. Oh, we need a pillowcase for that. We always need a pillowcase. I'm a starcher, small pieces. Well, there you go. So it said for light starching, which is linens and sheets, 1/4 cup. Medium starching shirts and uniforms, 1/2 cup. And heavy for draperies, saris, and jeans, 3/4 of a cup. It does say dry clothes in the dryer on medium heat or air dry for a professional smooth finish. So what I did was I put it in my washing machine right in the tub. I set it to the rinse and spin cycle. And I generally don't do this, but I want to play with this because I know it's something that you guys have asked before. I do listen to you guys, and I sometimes don't have a solution, but I'm always looking for a solution. And so here we go. So I went ahead, though I did not put a 1/4 cup because I only had this. So I put in 1/8 of a cup. So I put in 1/8 of a cup in my drum, and I put all my fabric in there. I also put in color catchers because, you know, this hadn't been washed. So this actually, when it came out, it was really not wrinkled. This is because I smushed it. It really came out non-wrinkled. So I took it out of the washing machine and put it in the dryer, and then I put it on low because I figured let's try low. He said, when I talked to the guy, he said never put it on high, never use a hot iron. So it came out, and it really wasn't, let's see, I wish I could find a piece that wasn't so wrinkled. So it really wasn't that wrinkled. I crunched it, and now it's a little wrinkled. So now we're going to go to the iron. I'm actually going to move you all to the iron station, and we're going to iron it. I put my iron on silk, which is kind of medium, because that's what he says. It doesn't say that on here, but that's what he told me, so we're going to go with that. Now, what do I feel? I took it out, and I feel like there's a little bit of grit. Maybe it's because it doesn't tell me how to add it just said add a half a cup. So I just added it. It has a little bit of grit on it. Not bad. It feels like there's a powder on it. Again, does not feel bad. Maybe that's what starched fabric feels like. I'm not sure because I'm not a starcher. So you all would know. But it does have body to it. Okay, I'm moving this. Here we go. I don't know if it's a residue. I wouldn't necessarily say there's a residue. There's no color on it. The color's still the same. I really think it's because I don't starch my fabric, so I don't know what real starch fabric feels like, but it's definitely got body to it. So I guess I should take it back. There's no powder on there or anything. Okay, so here we go. Maybe I should measure it in two and see. Should I measure it before or after I iron? Well, maybe after I iron. Okay. Yeah, there's no residue. I guess I shouldn't say that. There's no residue. Like when I feel it, it just feels like there's something on it. I can't explain it. No, it doesn't feel like grit. Okay, so then it's not gritty. Maybe I'm using the wrong. I don't know. What I may do is I may find little Ziplocs because it may be too expensive to send, and I'd like to send some to you all. maybe what I'll do is I'll pre-measure some and put it in a Ziploc and mail it that way. So you guys can try it. It has substance, yes. So I put my iron on this, which is between silk and linen. And I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know if I'm supposed to dry iron or steam iron. I have my iron on steam right now. But here we go. We're going to press. And again, I put 1/8 of a cup in. It recommended for a small, for a load, 1/2 cup. No, I'm sorry, 1/4 cup. Depending on the starch you want. And again, because I'm not a starcher, I don't know what but this definitely is very different than when I first put the fabric in. It definitely has substance. So here it is. Again, it came out of the dryer like this. I crumpled it coming up the stairs. Oh, dry iron. Okay, let me shut that off. It's fine, we'll shut it off. Now I have to ask this gentleman for a link. So in case if you are all, because he's new to the market. Well, new to this kind of market. They have been around, he said, forever in the commercial world. I will. But actually by doing it with the dry iron, it made it much stiffer than before. So I even feel a difference. But wow, it does. Look at that. Look at how flat that is. That's cool. Okay, so let me measure this. So this was a fat quarter. So now this measures, so we didn't lose too much. This measures 20 inches to the selvage. And this way, it measures just shy of 18. Just shy of 18. So it did shrink. Not terribly, but it did shrink. But I hear when you starch, you always shrink. Name of the products. What's the name? Cutting it will be much easier. Definitely will be. Okay. Simply Starch. It's powder. So I'm going to try all the different methods. So this was in the washer because we're going to do the, what is this? What is this project we're doing? I don't even know what this project is that we're doing. We're doing lollipop. So we're doing lollipop, and then I thought, okay, since we're doing lollipop, we'll try this. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a spray starch and work with that too. And you will kind of go with me. And again, they are not, so this does, you know what, I take it back. This piece does. This piece, when I rub my hand on it, it's a little rough. So, I don't know if it's residue or what that is. That other piece was not rough. This one has a little bit of texture to it. So here is my first bout with this, okay? This does have a little texture to it. So I'm going to try this again, but what I'm going to do next time is I'm going to mix it. I'm going to mix the starch and water together and then put it in the washing machine. Because I do feel something crunchy on here now. I mean, it just feels like there's something on it, like starch. Like, you know, this, You know when you have the heavy spray starch and you feel the heavy spray starch on it? That's what I'm feeling. That red piece didn't have it, so maybe this got a lot more of the powder when it was in there. It's definitely stiffer, this piece. So consistently wise, putting it in the washing machine, some pieces are stiffer than others, and you could feel it. But everything is definitely stiffer. This one looks a little bit more wrinkled too. So let's see. I put that on steam first, and then we went to dry iron. I'm gonna go back to steam and see what happens. Because again, this is all, right, we are only sitting here. This is all an experiment. I will tell you, steaming, I'm getting a better result with steaming. I'm getting a much better result with steaming. I don't know if it's because it's a powdered starch. Me personally, this is what I'm getting. Okay, spray is great. Does it leave any kind of residue in your washer dryer? Yes. I found that my washer had a little slippery feel to it, so I feel like my washer needs to be rinsed or it'll wash out with the next wash that I put in. I mean, there's multiple ways of using this. You know, he's new to the quilting world, so I'm trying all kinds of things. More of this stuff. I found, yes, it's on Amazon. That I know, Melanie. Because the stuff in the fabric more. So, no, it is on Amazon. But I'm going to see if I can get a link for you all. They don't have an affiliates program or anything like this. I actually just contacted them just because of the fact that it's been a question out there for a while, and when I saw it, I wanted to know how it would relate to quilting. They have mostly used this in the crochet world, he said. But it does, it leaves a nice look, and I'm using steam. It seems to be better. Here we are. And definitely has shrunk a little. That much, I feel like it has. So I'm going to try all the different ways. So we stuck this in the laundry and in the washing. I think next time, I'm going to keep trying different things. I will mix it first, then put it in the laundry. I also want to try it mixed in a bottle. Mixed in the bottle, it does not take much. It says on here, add 1 teaspoon of starch to a 16 ounce of water to make medium strength spray starch. Shake the bottle vigorously until completely mixed. Spray evenly on garments until damp. Avoid flaking, and for best results, iron low to medium heat and allow the spray to fully soak the fabric before ironing. It says for additional stiffness, repeat step 3. Not for use on dry clean only clothes. So here we have this. So it's ironing nice. It's definitely giving me a lot more body than I'm ever used to. Let's see. I need to compare it to spray, same fabric. Oh, the product that I am right now testing, because that stuff is in the fabric more. Yeah, I'm testing this. It's Simply Starch. Versatile Laundry and Craft Starch Concentrate. Now, see over here? Over here, I got like, in this little corner, I got a lot of starch. I could feel it really like stiff like a board here and lighter here. So my recommendation, I'm gonna have a conference with him. My recommendation, I have a couple of recommendations for quilters use. Just because this is right trial and error. Here we are. This may make me a starcher if I figure out just the right thing, because it definitely gives my fabric some body to it. Especially if I want to start sewing and doing all those little tiny flip and stitches. There's those patterns that I say one day I will do. This would be good for that. Look at that. It's like, it's stiff. This one is stiffer than the others, which is interesting. Let's see. Material spray. Let's see. I need to compare. Okay, here we go. Hi, Christina. Let's see. Andrea mixed in a spray with something from Amazon a few days ago on her channel. Good morning, Jessica. Hi, Dawn. Material spray. And let's see what else. Yes, you made it. Let's see. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Maria. It's always good to have options. Exactly. And so I wanted to try this out for you all. And look, this is my, look at this. It's stiff as a board. This is the stuff that was in there. And again, they have applied this for years. Like they've been in the commercial sector for hotels and stuff like that for years. They're just trying to finally get it to well, it's still in commercial, but from commercial to everyday use for different things. His wife is the one who came up with it, I believe he told me. But don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. It was a quick conversation. So here's that. Here we are. We have this one. And we're just going to iron all of these because this is real. Like, this is real. I want you to see there's no funny business. We're going to give this a go. So next time when I try this, I think I am going to mix water and the powder into like a slurry. And then put it in my washer with the clothes because with the fabric because I want to try that. And then again, we'll have to try the spray starch. I ordered some spray bottles and they're not coming in until my birthday. I probably should have ordered more spray bottles and different kind of spray bottles because I ordered those misting bottles. Let's see. Have a good day, Jessica. Hi, Barbara. So we have that. And it is, look at that. And so Deb, yesterday, I was not out of school. I had a very late day at school yesterday. And then my son came over for dinner. And so Deb, she's doing her sew along, and Jessica is doing the sew along as well that I saw, as well as other things. She was showing us something that she did with a line. Was it called Hugs and Kisses line? Are we working on our UFOs, I think? As I was cooking, I had it on the replay on the background. Sometimes I miss things when I'm cooking. All right, so all the other ones were fine. It just seemed that one piece probably got a lot of that starch. Now, has anyone ever done starching in their laundry? Is that a normal thing when Stayflow was around? Because I only ever saw people spraying stuff and putting it on a drying rack, or dipping stuff in dish pans and putting it on a drying rack. I don't think I've ever saw anyone like put something in their washing machine. Not to say that that's not an option. I was just wondering. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, so my recommendation, if there was one for this, would definitely be, because this one has a little bit of a feel of powdery on top, or there's more substance, something. This one piece as well, is that somehow it needs to be mixed before putting it in the washing machine. If you're using it in the crafting, quilting world. And maybe you all won't find it. Maybe if you try it, you may not find it, this being an issue. Again, I'm going to be mailing off some of this to some folks. I think we'll do it on my birthday, because you know what? On my birthday, I am doing all kinds of things. So hopefully I'm well and I have no issues. Now look at this. This is a different company. This fabric is Patrick Loss. And this has this is crispier than that fabric company. So also you have to think of the fabric company, right? Because this may react different to Moda, which may react different to, because that other one was Benertex. This is not Benertex. This is, I don't know what company this is. Whoever does Patrick Loss Fabrics. I don't know, it feels different. The fabric feels crunchier. And what I mean by that is stiffer. Like it feels like it has more body to it. The fabric also feels thicker. There. So that's interesting, because fabric, right? Different fabric companies now have different results using this starch as well, I feel. Interesting. This is all interesting to me. I keep forgetting you're there. I'm so like, wow, this irons even differently. It feels different. So yeah, I don't know who does Patrick Loss fabric. And maybe it is Benertex, but I don't know. This fabric feels different. Starched, it's starched all in the same batch. This is all in the same batch. But it feels a little different. Like it feels like it's really starched compared to the other pieces. Yeah, it definitely is. Wow, everything feels so nice. Who knew I was going to sit there and play with starch and think I might like that? Look at that. And it feels different, a little different. It feels a little thicker, a little flatter. And I'm thinking because it's a different fabric company. I'm pretty sure it's a different fabric company. So not only does the starch make the difference, but the company of fabric will make a different result. Okay, so we have everything starched. And again, I yesterday at my lunchtime, I put it in my rinse and spin cycle was 17 and 17 minutes, and then I just put it on the dryer for low. Let me go through all this. Let's see, because I want to hear it. Walmart has cheap spray bottles. Dollar Tree has spray bottles too. Yeah, and I spent like $10 on 3 bottles. Just sprayed, no, just sprayed or dipped. That's an oldie, goldie wash day method. And now look, here's my iron. Nothing is wrong with my iron. Everything is clean. I have Staflo and only spray in a bottle. I remember my mom doing my dad's uniforms back in the day. Well, this was, he says this has been around back in the day forever. And they sold to like hotels and uniform companies. So yeah. Yes, it may be the sizing they use on it. Maybe mailing a white powdered in a Ziploc may not be a good idea. Good point, Johnny. Good point. Oh, that's funny, right? Some fabric. I'm still laughing about Johnny's remark there. Oh, due to the thread count, like your bed sheets. Oh, Johnny, you made me die. The drug investigate is crazy. It's Northcott. Okay, it's Northcott. Well, what if I like Xerox Sandy starch and then put this in with the bag? I don't know. If not, I never charge for shipping, but I may have to if someone wants to try this really bad because it's heavy. The other day I went to mail someone's giveaway, and it was just in an envelope. It wasn't anything big. It was just like mailing regular size envelope, and I did not know that we went from, like, I don't know, I remembered 50 cents in my head. It was like 78 cents now, and then she says it's going up in January. I was like, okay. Okay, so we have everything nicely starched. It's starched. Next go around of this, I'm gonna try still putting it in the washing machine. Maybe when we do the double dapper. Remember the double dapper? Maybe with the double dapper, I will put this in, but I will mix and make a slurry first, then put it in my washing machine. That's right, I don't need Homeland Security knocking on my door for that. Nope. You are absolutely right. Okay, so we're going to go over, and I'm going to bring you over, and we're going to start cutting because let's see, let's just go through the whole process of starching and cutting and doing all that. I mean, I liked the idea of being able to put it in your washing machine and not having to dip everything and dry. All right, so this is what I have left, this little bit from that last quilt. This is really it. So this is going in crumbs. Okay, so here is what I'm working on, Lollipop. This was in my advent box. And this is my little cheat sheet that I need. And we are going to come in and start cutting that. Oh, all the drug dogs are at the vet getting their sinuses cleared out. Oh my goodness. You are all so funny. Okay. So I'm going to get my stack of colors here, and we're going to stack. So we need a yellow, and I need a pink. We'll put this up here. Yeah, we'll put this here. So I have 5 colors, and I'm going to put them down, and we're going to see how this cuts and all that jazz. Material is available on Amazon. All right, so I'm going to go and hopefully remember that and maybe put that on my wish list. Or maybe I'll contact the company too. Let's see. And we're gonna come here and here. See, I'm a person that uses best press as far as I spray and iron as I go. I have never been per se a starcher like this, but that doesn't mean that, but I know there's lots of you that do, and I just wanted to kind of play along, right? The new year is stuff for new adventures. So here we go. Let's try something new. Now, when you all starch all your fabric, do you find it sometimes get wonky? Like I'm looking at this now, and I think all these cuts are a little wonky, and I'm not sure if it was how the fabric was or from the way everything shifted when I starched it. Okay, so I need the length of this. And let's see, because here that measures 16. I don't know. Okay, so I may not be able to do that because I really need every inch of this fabric. I'm so used to everything not being starched and everything being level. So here we go. I don't think I really ever washed my fabric either. So this is all something new to me. So we have, okay. It looked like a pterodactyl ate this part over here. Okay, so I have that. We're gonna go for it. Ready? Patrick Laws has his own line. He's also a designer for Northcott Moda, Timeless Treasures, and Robert Kaufman. So again, thank you for trying new stuff for us. No problem. I mean, it's, you know, New Year is good for trying new things. So there, we're going with it. Okay, so I have that. I'm gonna cut that, cut really nice, no problems. And now we are going to cut strips. And let me see what my cheat sheet says. My cheat sheet has me cutting. I think if I've got this right, it's having me cut 3 sets of everything. So 1, I feel like I'm going to need more than 3 sets, but I think I may have gotten that wrong. That might have been a morning quilter's math complication. I bet you 3 really means 6. I bet you it does, but we'll cut 3. Because, of course, I'll cut 6 and then that'll be wrong. There we go. Here we are. I'm going to put this carefully there. And so these, I think I may have to do separately. Let's see. Can I get this? Yeah, it does. This is weird. Okay, I have to cut that one separate. And we'll cut this one here. But it cuts nice. I'll tell you what, that cuts nice. Well, I have to do it. I'm just going to have to cut and make it straight. I don't know if these dots were printed on here straight, but straighten this as best as we can and put 3. I hope I only need 3 because if not, this is going to have to be a revamped small quilt. 1. So what is everyone's plans? Tomorrow is Ohana Day, right? I think that's what Lisa, the Awkward Quilter, is recalling Sundays. Sunday is my day of rest to get ready for the weekend. Let's see. I've done both, but spraying and not washing is better. Hi, Nikki. So I have 3 of this color, and then I have the other color, which is this one here. This one here just seems very wonky. I don't recall it being this wonky. Here we are. So after I cut these 3 colors, I am going to cut 3, oh no, not 3. Let's see what the number is. I have to cut the gray. Oh, I didn't. So let's see. 3, 6, 9, 12. I have to cut 12 gray strips according to this. Because what I'm doing is they have you sewing all these little squares by themselves together. I ain't got time for that. So we're strip piecing. We're taking this and we're strip piecing. So good morning, Vera. So I'm going to move this and we are going to go. This is going to fall, isn't it? We're going to go to the gray. I think I'm going to use this gray. You know, this, I have 2 fat quarters of this and then 1 that Patrick Loss fabric. But that one is like a 28-inch piece. So I'm going to use that for the big squares. And it's not going to look like the picture. Obviously, it's going to look different because we are using everything I got from this Advent box, and we are not deviating from that until I have to. So now I have this here. You know what I should do is I should do 1 at a time though, because you never know. It's better to have a bigger leftover piece than a smaller leftover piece. 2 smaller leftover pieces. And there goes my voice. So let's see how many. Does anybody know the math of how many 2.5? Oh, I'm not supposed to say it. Never mind. I was going to say, does anybody know the math on this is how many strips one can get from a fat quarter? Well, we will let you know right now. Giovanna, good morning. I've missed some people coming in, I think. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Five. I want to say 7, but I'm not going to get 7. 6. This is not enough. This is shy of 2.5. Oh, this is shy of the total that I'm cutting. But you know, I could just be cutting these strips just because I'm just cutting these strips because I'm cutting these strips. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got 6. Oh, you can use a Robert Kaufman calculator. I normally just do it myself, but my calculator is my phone. So here we go. We've got 6, and I need 12. So I hope I don't need more than 12. I hope I did the right math on this because I don't have any more of this. Like I said, it'll end up being a smaller quilt. That's all. 1. Now, did I do something wacky here? Let me see. Because my ruler did slide very little. It slid very little. Where it's doable. It's not even a 16th. It's like a 1/36th of it. So here we are. And that's it. I mean, actually, everything is cutting nice. I mean, this is like, you know, an experiment. I'm going to assume that sewing it is probably going to be easier. Everything is definitely good for cutting. And there we are. And this piece is, so it shrunk. But I believe any time that you starch, it's going to shrink. I think that's just the nature of it. So let's see, did I get 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I have the 12 that I believe I need. So I have that and 3 of these separate colors. And then I will just make strip sets depending on the pattern, and then subcut from there and make 9 patches. And then it's just 9 patches. It looks like, and it goes along with a big like block. So it should not be too difficult. We should have project number 3 pretty much finished, I would say, by the weekend. This will be my weekend project. And with that said, it's 8 o'clock. It's Sean's time. Sean is coming on. Let's see. I'm going to go through here really quick. It's an app on your phone, 31 in the cat, and 18 up. Are you needing quilts or quilt tops for homeless? We always, so yes, there's a shelter that I've been working with during Christmas time, and she told me that she can use them all year round. So yes, yes, sewing will be for easier. Well, I love that. Well, good. With that said, I can't believe where the time went, but thank you for coming along with my adventure of trying out a new product and see how it works. Stay tuned for new ways of maybe using it that I come up with. And again, don't forget that tomorrow is Lisa the Awkward Quilter. She comes on at 7. So she'll be on her channel. I will see you in chats if Honey allows me, because, you know, weekends are our family weekends. He was spoiled in Puerto Rico because it was hard for me to go on lives. He got me all the time. With that said, everyone, have a wonderful weekend. Take care of yourself. Pass it forward. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and share my channel. If you wouldn't mind, on the way out, hitting the thumbs up. If you contact Miracles for Margaret, she can help with blankets. There you go. I'm sure that's to something. The product I'm trying, the product I am trying right now is this, Simply Starch. So bye everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.